Hello and welcome into the SorareData show. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdinho on Sorare. Joined today by Harry Trades to make some money, Harry. We're here to make some money. We're going to spend some money. At least I might. Although I had a nice pile of money I was going to spend on this show, and I spent it all last night on different stuff. But we're here to talk Prem. How excited are you for the Prem, Harry?
Yeah, I'm excited. I am excited because it does bring... I'm excited, but I'm like as excited for like La Liga to come back. If that's, should I be saying that on this show? Maybe not, but I was going to say the Bundesliga, but that's not back yet. So I'm just excited that we have everything back basically. And yeah, Prem comes with that. And yeah, there's some fun things ongoing, especially in season and stuff, which we'll get into. And yeah, I think there's some good opportunities as well.
Harry's been doing a bunch of Prem work lately over on his channel, over at Harry Trades. Is it Harry Trades YouTube?
Just Harry Trades on YouTube.
Just Harry Trades. All right. It's just Harry Trades on YouTube. Going over his positional rankings, of which I've already argued with Harry about. On some of them, to be honest, he actually convinced me that I was wrong. So that's helpful. Thanks everyone for coming in. Bob Franklin, Major NFT, and Jordan on the podium. Congratulations to you three. Toby, what's up? Daniel said, a little bit of foreshadowing for my season here, missing podiums in chat and SO5. I mean, if you're like just missing podiums, that's pretty good. I mean, obviously you'd prefer to be on the podium, but whatever. Risa, what's up? Ryan Walter, the podium is only 2 spots because Bob Franklin has 1 reserved. That's a good line. Anion, what's up? By the way, do you think that they did a mistake by not reevaluating Prem divisions, at least in season? As somebody who has an in-season Division 1 entry, I am very happy they did not reevaluate those things. Boston Sean, what's up? SGT, Liam, Matthew Wee, Delight and Maserati have arrived at Man United. Delict,
yeah.
Johanneton, what's up? Nixon. Peter will be taking some notes today to beat M-Pen. Those of you who did not see yesterday's show, M-Pen and Peter, also known as Yowza, are battling each other, racing to Division 1 in Prem in season. That'll be fun. Tatos, what's up? Fabian, Daniel Cooper, Harry. He didn't seem so excited, Harry. Not going to lie.
I could be more excited. If I had in-season Prem cards, I'd be more excited. I can't lie. That's
Harry, we got days before you need to have them. Days.
I know.
Let's see what happens over the next 60-ish minutes, too. ZM Star says you can win anything you put your mind to it. So let's do that. Red or Dead, what's up? Dia Egan, Tier 1 Scout Harry with the Simseer bench shout. Did you play him?
No, I told the lads in my Discord, and Dia Egan is one of them. And yeah, yesterday when I built lineups, he was in most of the builds, but obviously found out today that bench boy. So
don't worry, we have Magnus Matson. Anyway, no challenger talk here. Sorry, Nixon. Only 3 Premier League game weeks until the first international break, and it feels like there's only 3 after that, and then another international break. The Prem schedule, just when I looked at looking ahead, just feels very, very choppy, and you just hope that nobody goes out and comes back and doesn't play. But anyway, Soraham, what's up? Hussein said predicting lineups for this weekend will be tricky. It won't be easy, but I don't think it'll be tricky. We'll see. Malky, what's up? Andy, can we win $1,500 with a Premier League lineup? No. Oh, man.
Challenge accepted.
Seriously. Jack P, what's up? Toby, we should all congratulate Laird on winning a competition. I'm going to win Prem. No. We're winning Prem this weekend. Don't congratulate me on this. Nils, what's up? Carrie. Yeah, Toby was all in on Ole and Benny winning me. Anyway, yeah, Johanneton, the one person on SoRare who loves the international breaks. So the goal today is to spend no more than $200 and finish first in Division 1 in limited in-season Prem this weekend, which pays $1,500. That's where the numbers came from. Matthew said you're more likely to win $200 with a $1,500 lineup, which in fairness, not bad. If, as long as you
do it 7 times.
Let's see if I can find the prize pool in less than 13 clicks. I've already cheated a little bit. Is this it right here?
Oh, one click.
One click. 1 click. That's what they want us to get. So yeah, this is all. I have no in-season Prem cards.
Do you have classic Prem though?
Yes.
Right. So that's where they've somehow no.
I had in-season Prem last year and have since sold them. I had a Spurs stack.
You
Vicario.
did,
I bought Porro and he immediately got hurt.
yeah.
And then I had to play someone else. I had Madison, Pascal. Like I had some decent cards. Didn't win a thing. Literally nothing. And so we're going to change that today.
Yeah,
Harry and I, for full disclosure, wanted to make the number $100. And we found the tricky part right away that goalies really take up most of the $100 at this point. And so we doubled it.
Yeah, I think you're really, to do it on $100 is just suicidal, really, isn't it? Like,
well, yeah, like when we were looking at this, Pickford floor price for a new season card is $75. Onana $80. Let's see who else we got here. Emi Martinez $93. And obviously that doesn't necessarily mean that we can't get it for a little cheaper. But let's see. Somebody got one for $78. But again, we need a couple more cards. And so we decided to go a little higher. Peter likes this idea, maybe a classic goalie. Maybe we'll see what happens when we go full. We're going to go 5 in season, and then maybe we can cut it down a little bit. Maybe if we cut it down so much, we'll get 2 entries, Harry.
Oh, wow. Now you're talking. Yeah, possibly.
I'm
lucky.
I'm assuming, let's see. I have a Division 3 after that. 1 and 3. So
like Sorare planted that strategically, that little D1, didn't they?
They know what they were doing.
Because that makes no sense. I can't lie. Really, like, I mean, surely you should go off how many in-season cards you have, no?
Hold on. Did they? Here we go. See? Look at this. I was in D2, got promoted in mid-April, and never played again.
Fair enough. So it's okay. So it's gone off last year. Yeah.
Yeah. This is how you do it.
They just don't know you sold all your cards.
Right. I'm fairly certain I have 0. I'm going to go to my gallery here just to see what we have. And you'll see the reason why I may not have the budget for this anymore, as you see a bunch of classic Prem cards here. I'm such a sucker.
Is Henderson $275?
That's what I paid. So he's probably not. These are my Prem cards right now in limited, which is where we were going to focus today.
Classic Dwight.
Classic Dwight.
Okay.
Simple as that. Daniel Cooper said we should buy Raya and then 4 DNPs.
Depends how much you buy Raya for. Feels suboptimal though, yeah.
Raya?
Was he like 100? Nah, maybe more. Way more actually, right? Because I remember Peter saying yesterday he bought
190
like 130.
is the 174 is the floor.
Jesus.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So Johannatan, this is not a gallery build. It is a lineup build. We are winning this weekend, and then we're getting the hell out of there. Any problem with that? Oh, did we lose Harry? Looks like we might have. Just all this talk of Prem. Let me see here. Beta said Newcastle stack. Can we get that? Ooh, here we go. All right. So do we move ahead without Harry? I guess we should. I'm sure he'll send me a message in a second and say he's here. But anyway, the biggest thing that we were discussing, Harry and I were discussing kind of before the show, is do you use the super unreliable Matt Sells? Because what I wanted to do originally was, if you just look at the matchups, and again, I'm not trying to win every week. I'm trying to win this week. And obviously that's not going to be, the easiest when Arsenal are the biggest favorites home against Wolves, Newcastle, Liverpool, Man United, Spurs, Man City. They're all favorites. And it gets a little ugly, but those are obviously going to be the most expensive. So Rodrigo said Jose Sa is the best budget goalkeeper, which I've seen a lot of people say. The problem is he is the biggest underdog of the entire game week. And again, we're trying to like focus on a single game week. And Mike Baston brings up the question, is Sells going to start? And nobody knows. I mean, I'm sure somebody knows, but I don't. And so it's kind of like, do you take that risk? Because he's fairly cheap. Let's see, what do we have on the market for limited sells? $24. Daniel Cooper said he's been starting preseason. Vita said he's 100% going to start, which is 100% a lot. Dodzilla checking in from Twitch. Thanks for doing it. I've ended up for Areola in season, which makes sense, I think. But for this weekend, who does West Ham have this weekend? Home against Aston Villa. That's not so bad, I guess. And Vita said Sells will probably be the number 2 by the end of the transfer window. And Toby makes his point. I think you have to risk it for the challenge, but that's right. We don't care about the transfer window. We want to win now. So Sells actually makes it doable, or at least makes it more reasonable to do this at $100, right? Like if you're spending $24 on a new Matt Sells limited card, then that can go a pretty long way. Let's see. Come on. Oh, well. Although this one says, this is the auctions. I'm sorry. Is it Sells? That's probably going to take too long too. All right, let's try this again. Limited in season goalie prem. What is the secondary market showing us here? Harry just said his Wi-Fi's gone, which, we'll see. Toby said, surely you go for an auction or an instant, though, for the essence and the extra card, which, and is he back?
I should be back. That was weird. Wi-Fi's completely gone. Had to change the modem. So.
Fair enough. So I was just going through the whole thing about Matt Sells being one of the more attractive ones just for this game week. Because if we don't care about anything but this game week, then we go for him. And then, so he's home against Bournemouth, 29% clean sheet odds. Vita said the problem is that even if the matchup's good, odds are good, he won't keep a clean sheet. And I kind of like this thing from Daniel Cooper. If we're trying to finish first, surely we need a keeper who can make plenty of saves, which almost makes me want to turn this upside down here. If I can, maybe I can't. I'll just go to the bottom. And like maybe Jose Sa at the Emirates has the highest upside.
I mean, there's a fair argument there for sure. I do agree with Daniel. I mean, let's be honest. The person that probably wins this ends up having one of Raya or whoever else is at home to whoever. But like, is he that busy, Raya, in that game? Maybe not. Does he get to 65? Probably. So it's like, who here could have the game of their life and pull in like an 85 plus, basically, is what we're like really searching for. I know this is a little left field shout, but Muric for Ipswich. Loves some AA. He knows the matrix.
How much is Muric these days?
I can't imagine he's that expensive. I'm going to say $40. I don't. Yeah, I'm going to say 40.
I could just pull him up specifically, but now I'm scrolling. Ipswich. The Leicester goalkeeper, that's an interesting shout too, whoever they're playing.
Yeah.
Home against Spurs.
Could be busy.
Did I spell Ipswich wrong? I did.
There's no... Got him.
Red or Dead said Ipswich, Liverpool could be a bloodbath.
I mean, it could, but it could also be 100. Like,
right.
Like, that is what we're playing. We're playing with fire here. Like, we really are.
I think the other difficulty is like, if anybody makes like a penalty save, which like is totally unprojectable, then we just don't find it there. Somebody said I scrolled past Muric, $41, which actually isn't that bad.
Like, if I'm going Muric, we're obviously not defensive stacking. We're basically, if we're spending like not that much on the keeper and hoping he obviously pops, we need 4 smashes up, outside of that, as the outfielders, at a minimum. And they can't play for Liverpool, basically.
Just in, though.
No way. That is huge for the 240 last dance.
As somebody who had Vicario last year, I would really just not recommend Vicario. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, he can't be cheap, mind Vicario.
Mike Basson, who do Fulham have this weekend? They're at Old Trafford.
I mean, obviously it's not easy, but
that's kind of tempting, though.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Nah, KB. I mean, I agree with you, KB. If you've got something that like looks like a nice clean sheet probability, but when you've got a Muric, like if he does get 85 plus, it's probably he could. Muric is that type of keeper where he literally could concede 2 and get like 40 AA. At that point, those defenders are toast that play for Ipswich because there's no clean sheet bonus. They've lost -8 on the goals.
Yeah,
keepers only lose the -6. Not that that's that much of a difference, but in that scenario, we don't defensive stack, in my opinion. You're gambling on him getting a monster AA score and not conceding 3 or saving a pen or whatever, last man tackle. Yeah, but is that the way to go, Led? Do we need to do that with $200? Like,
Muric seems like too much of a risk.
I
guess $40 isn't that bad.
It's not, but then let's say we buy 4 really good outfield players that like do all smash and Muric lets us down. It's just like, well, that's just killed us, right?
Yeah. What do you think about this, all the Flecken talk? And the only reason why I bring this up is Toby's actually saying he likes Flecken because Palace are overhyped. And all I keep thinking about is Sam Tighe telling me how terrible Flecken is.
I mean, I've watched him play a few times. I don't think he's terrible. I wouldn't say he's in like the top 10 goalkeepers of in the Prem. But what's your boy, the one you just bought, Henderson? We're doubling down, Led. We're vertical stack.
A vertical stack.
Yep.
I don't know why I keep scrolling. I should just look this guy up.
McCarthy away to Newcastle. Yeah, that feels like a bloodbath.
So we've got a few auctions. $45 for the old season. 63 is the floor. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's an auction going on right now. 70-ish for Dean Henderson.
Expensive.
That seems expensive when Muric is 40 and sells.
What about
30?
Steele? Jason Steele. Because that allows us to go massive.
Right. How much was he?
He's like $17, I think.
Oh my God.
Like, we know he's playing. Like, Bart's injured for like 2-3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We go Steele. They play who away, isn't it? Who is
Everton
away? Everton away. There's no way that there's that many goals in that game, if we're being honest. And if anything, they're going Brighton's way. We can do a lot with $180. Because this argument is different, right? Like, if it's literally one game, this is for one game week. We're going all out for one game week, and we're selling it regardless of the price drops after that game week. Then he's probably the play. But if this is like a gallery build, like we mentioned earlier, is it a gallery build or is it like a lineup build? If it's a gallery build, it's not ideal going for Steele because he's not going to be number one after 2 games, obviously, right? So if we're talking one game, we go all out, 200 quid, and it's all or nothing. I think for price to like how he could let you down ratio, there's not many better than Steele right now for this weekend.
Is he definitely staying?
I'd argue, yeah. Remember, I think Sam told us, didn't he, that like Southampton might have been interested, but if like Sam Johnston goes there or whoever, Ramsdale, I probably might not happen. But yeah, it feels like Steele stays. It's probably the easiest way to say that. Yeah, for now, for sure. Yeah,
David Taylor said Everton's attack is pants. Easy clean sheet incoming. Oh.
And in a weird way, we can bring in the defensive stack if we want. Like we could honestly go all out and go Van Hecke, Dunk, Steele, and then have a monster mid and a monster forward.
Oh,
I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited here. Yeah, Jack's right. Everton are very defensive, so but you could argue Van Hecke could get like a monster passing score. So could Dunk. He might not get all the tackles and interceptions and duels won, but he could really do 15 to 20 AA on passing alone. They keep the clean sheet, 10 AA. On top of that, whatever else comes with that, Rushworth is going on loan, Alex says.
Who is? Oh, Rushworth. Yeah.
Like the third keeper, yeah.
Toby saying don't stack.
Nah, I mean, 2 might be a stretch. I don't think we need to do 2 defenders. Barco is on
sets. Is this right? Barco is on sets? No.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, Thing's gone, hasn't he? What's his name? The one that went to Dortmund. Yeah. And Barco has the best delivery. Just plain and simple.
Where is Barco?
They didn't give him new cards.
Did they not?
No.
What are we doing?
I know. Or maybe they have now, but they definitely didn't. Yeah, I don't think they have.
Oh,
they have that. Yeah.
Today, it looks like they did it today.
No way.
Like literally, none of them have sold.
My issue with Barco is like, yeah, you'll be on sets, but like Everton are really good from set pieces, like historically under Dyche. Like, I don't think, I mean, they could definitely concede from but I just think the safer option is like a Van Hecke, really. Or even Dunk. Either or. I'm not too bothered about either one. And then we can go mid forward and just smash out the park. I think that feels like probably the play. Like Van Hecke probably gets, I don't know, does he get better passing stats? Maybe. I'd say Dunk's like not as nailed as Van Hecke just because he's had less of a preseason and stuff. Obviously, he's captain and whatever. So like he should play, obviously, but there's like a slight doubt.
So we're looking in like the $20 to $25 range for Van Hecke.
Okay, so that's $40 on the defender and the goalie. I'm excited. I just want to shop for midfielders. Let's just get me in that position. Come on, get me in there because
I mean, Dunk's only 13. He's half the price.
I don't know why that is, to be honest. Honestly, because he's a better duel winner and. I don't know.
I mean, I guess
a weird one.
Where we go. Where's there it is.
Like, can we afford? I mean, we can. I actually don't know. I honestly don't know the prices of any of these limited midfielders, so I'm quite excited to see how that actually looks. But like, what does an Odegaard go for right now?
I was just about to say. So, like, yeah. Oh wait, that's not going to work. Here.
It's got to be $100, hasn't it? Or more.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
no, it's way more. Like it's like
we can do classic. We can do classic.
We could do a classic.
Come on.
Hold on a second.
Or we get really cheeky and do a Saka mid. What does that cost you? Wow. I've just flipped it. But then, like, is there much point doing that? Because we're not going to get an Arsenal forward in at that point. So
I don't think we need an Arsenal forward.
We don't. No, we could probably just live with.
Like, I think realistically, if you play the Gator guy move and we skip Liverpool because they're away to Ipswich, and we skipped Spurs and we skip Man City, that gives us Arsenal, which really is just the Saka forward card.
Yeah.
Newcastle gives us Gordon and Isak.
Yeah.
And Man United gives us, is Garnacho a forward?
Yeah, he is. What about, we don't have the money to do Saka mid, Gordon, Isak, do we?
Surely not, but
surely not. No, we don't. There's no way. I
mean,
no. Tell you what.
No, I bet
no. 50.
So he's like 90, Gordon.
Okay.
Ish. Let's see. Oh, 88. Do we have that there? Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me change my preferences here. I can't keep going back and forth. All right. So we've got Gordon at 80. I feel like I should be writing this down. Hold on. Let me actually use my pen here.
For once.
So what did we say? Steel.
So it's like 40 on Steel and Van Hecker. We could obviously make it, 30 if we go for Dunk.
How much was Steel, though?
Steel was 17, wasn't he?
17. And Van Hecker was 25-ish. All right. And we've got Gordon at 88.
Yeah.
And we
Lads reckon Gordon won't start because he hasn't had a massive preseason, which is understandable. I kind of get that. Ooh, Isak 52 classic. So Isak's the same price, basically.
Nobody's selling an Isak right now.
Okay.
Instant buy of 100. We're already over 200. 188 for Isak and Gordon.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
What if we sack Gordon off because he might not play anyway?
Yep.
Which leaves us back to Isak. So if we spend 100 on Isak, which is a lot.
That seems
too much.
Full disclosure, when I said Harry did his Premier League rankings, Isak was the one that made me be like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, Laird's not massive on Isak, which...
John Martin said, what's up with Verbruggen? Surely Steele doesn't play. Verbruggen is hurt.
Yeah.
So Steele will play. Jack here, who I don't think is Jack P, is talking about who needs Matt Sells to be your Nottingham Forest rep, and you can have Callum Hudson-Odoi and Morgan Gibbs-White.
I'm high on Gibbs-White. I'm not against that at all. If that is in a weird way, like a cheap, a cheap Odegaard or a cheap whoever, Bournemouth at home. If they're going to score goals, I literally said it in my video today. Like if Forest score goals, he's assisting them. It's just as simple as that. He is literally everything when it comes to like chance creation for them. So, and man, what is he worth? What, $30?
It's like 40.
Auction.
$40 is but there's an auction with the 2 hours left.
So if we go 40 him, 40 Steele and Dunk, roughly, it's 80.
Do you want Cho also?
Not really, no, if I'm being honest. What is Solanke worth right now?
I'm not even going to look. Don't you dare.
Come on.
You're dreadful.
Come on.
I'm going to write Cho down anyway. 36. All right.
I do like him, to be fair. That would allow us to have one really good mid, wouldn't it, basically, if we went Cho. Solanke 70.
This is, what are we doing? $84?
Laird, he's going to be good, I'm telling you. He is.
Oh, my God.
No, he is. He is going to be very good.
Absolutely nuts, you guys.
Garnacho, what's his price? $50 odd.
53 is the floor.
It's not terrible.
Wait a minute. 53, but somebody paid 75. Somebody paid 44. Oh, these just instant buys. Oh, you people. All right.
Why are they instant buy when you? I guess collection bonus, but.
So Garnacho is 40. Or I'm sorry, 53. Let's call it 54.
So if we go Garnacho, we don't even need to go as cheap as Gibbs White if we get Garnacho as our forward, really, do we? Maybe we do. What's Bruno?
Isn't Gibbs White?
Gibbs White's 40, 50.
Yeah.
And see, we've got like $70 left over if we go Gibbs White, Garnacho. I think.
Well, I mean, I can't stand putting Google Sheets on screen. Van Hecke, 25. Who did we have? Oh, Gibbs White, 40.
Gibbs White. Yeah.
Garnacho, 54.
Bruno's 130. Yeah, he's out of our.
We're at 136 Madison? With those four.
What's Madison? Feel like we might have
98.
Ooh, what about Caduce? Someone said in the chat. I think
that's our list right here.
Okay, so we got $64 left, yeah.
Or we go down to Dunk and get us a little more.
Okay, yeah. Let's do that, lads. Let's do that. I think there's not much of a score difference there for me, and the price is a lot different, which is just weird. But like $3, mind you, we haven't got an old season in yet, lad, have we? We didn't think about that. Well, we did, but so that means that we can get anybody for £76 effectively. It doesn't matter if he's in the seasonal classic. Okay, that makes me feel better. I'm sure you can get a cheaper Madison. Sure, there was one for like 50 odd. David Raya, 127.
30, 85.
Oh my God, that opens up so many doors for us, doesn't it? Jesus. So what can we do? We could improve Gibbs White technically.
Yep.
If we think that's a weakness. I'm pretty happy with Garnacho. I don't think that actually does it get. I mean, okay, what is Solanke again? I know you're gonna hate this, but
he was like 80.
Right. So that Solanke Madison old season is like on the dot 200.
Did he really start day one?
Yeah. I think he's in.
I'm not.
For Gibbs White, someone said. You don't want to do it.
I'm not buying a Solanke card. Straight up, I am not doing it.
Mind you, his
look
old
at how many cards
really
are on the market.
cheap.
My God, $61 is the floor.
Okay.
Like I think Garnacho at 54 is better than.
But is it better knowing we have Madison?
Yeah, I think it's fine. I would rather. How much is Bruno?
Yeah, he's got to be 100, doesn't he?
No,
old season. Wow,
there's nobody
too
selling.
much. Well, okay, 74. Someone got one for there.
No, that's
40.
Old season. Oh, yeah, if we did that instead of Madison.
Yeah.
So
I'm not mad about that. If you want to go Bruno instead of Madison,
is Bruno really worth double Madison?
I kind of get it. Depends. You got to think there is definitely. Oh no! We need someone to give us a deal. We need a deal on one of these. Get the real Bruno. What is the real Bruno worth? Yeah,
I was just about to say, who do they have again? Home against Southampton.
Southampton is perfect and he's captain-led. He's gonna smash this season. Can I just say? Not that he did last year.
52.71.
Wow. Right. Does that give us room for Isak or not? In season Isak. It doesn't, does it? Instead of
I think
Garnacho.
he was 100.
We're close then, aren't we? What we were like, $20 off.
Oh,
Can we
hold on.
hold
on. This is going to be a really bad idea, but hold on.
I'm thinking get rid of Morgan Gibbs White and somehow.
What am I going? This is why I can't stand.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, that easily fits, doesn't it?
Whoa.
Just all out on the clean sheet.
Oh, there's none on the market. 17. Oh, instant buy 27. So call it 28. Brighton defensive stack.
With money left over, by the way. Like a good amount.
We said Isak was 100.
Yeah. No.
Wait.
To be fair, Van Hecker, we're not paying instant buy price, are we?
He's 105. So he's at the real Bruno plays in China. Peter, yes, having a hard time with cheat sheets, absolutely. Brighton don't do clean sheets with Steele and net. Isak's classic is cheaper than Bruno. Oh, is it?
Was it
so we just flip 50? 51.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, probably. But Bruno's 100 anyway. We're just flipping it. I'm pretty sure it was 100.
Couple of dollars off, really.
Yeah, 105.
But it's the Van Hecker instant buy that's killing us, really. Like if we can get Van Hecker for 20 somehow, not that it might not be possible, but that literally put us on 201.
Yeah, I mean,
we're in the ballpark.
Options are there.
Yeah. I mean, we're asking for a Brighton clean sheet, obviously, which is, not easy. Yeah, it ain't going to be easy, but is winning this competition easy, Led? Is it going to come easy? No.
Do you think this is too, is it too obvious? I mean, I guess nobody's stupid enough to do a Brighton defensive stack.
Well, I am. That's all I've got this weekend. That's the only goalie I've got is Steven Van Bruggen. I mean, best case, Van Hecker gets 70. Don't get 70-ish for 18 max, really, unless they score a goal. Steele brings in a 70. So you're on 250. You're going to need Bruno as your captain to do you 120, let's say 80, 85 flat. So you're looking at 370, and you're looking for Isak to do 70, 75, 80. It's a 450, point lineup, really. If those things happen, it's basically
right.
Yeah, Bruno walks to 80, Isak gets a brace, and then it's the clean sheet basically, and it's not out of the realm. We're not asking for we are asking for a little bit, but we're not asking for an insane amount of things to happen.
No, we're just asking for literally the most insane, which is a Brighton clean sheet.
Is it that insane though? New manager.
So the only thing that makes me feel slightly better about it is the fact that I literally have a rare Everton stack.
I was just going to say,
that
would be your luck. Yeah,
it's the ultimate hedge. That, how does this go wrong? 1-1?
Yeah,
1-1 with a dunk own goal.
Right. Yeah, that's worst case scenario.
Right. So that means nobody from Everton scores.
Yeah.
No clean sheet.
That is the worst possible scenario for both your lineups.
I wonder what the dunk own goal odds are.
So you've covered all bases at that point.
Right.
I don't know. Should we make just another one quickly with
Definitely.
a couple of the guys we just had in? So Garnacho for 50 odd makes sense.
I like this point from Daniel Cooper. Said when you're working on a budget, you need something unusual to happen for you to win. So yeah, that's a perfect way 100%. To do it. But I do want to look at this. Hold on before we go on. Alex said Duncan Van Heck never scored well together. Which
no, that was wrong. Because remember when I nearly won the whole Prem complet and I didn't play the goalie? Like I got Bart and it was Steele. One of them, I think they both scored 100. It was Sheffield United. If you want to have a look, go have a look at the Sheffield United game, and they both absolutely cooked. And okay, that's one example, but
right here, good call.
Yeah. I remember it very
AA for Van Heck.
I remember it, and I think Dunk scored or something. So yeah, Sheffield United. Well, it happened. It happened. So I mean, Sheffield United, Everton, there's not much difference. I knew I got a few nibbles in the
yeah, you did.
You
one. Nailed that one. All right, let's go to another team here, or try again.
I do like the Garnacho shout. I think that is a good cheapish forward option.
How much was he?
Like 54, wasn't he? I think. New season, that is.
The nice thing about in season, that seems cheap to me.
Does seem quite cheap, yeah. Does seem cheap. How is he only 20? Mental.
That too.
All
right.
I think Gibbs White deserves to be in there as well. Come on. Because this is going to allow us...
Or does he split with Hudson Odoi?
No, he should be on them all. Should be.
Do we go back to sells? Muric?
Who they got at home? Bournemouth. Yeah, we can't do Muric. So we got 108 for 3 players. One can be old season. Yeah, we've got to come out of the Brighton bubble, haven't we? For now, as nice as it is to have Steele at 17, let's just go back to reality and maybe.
Let me get back.
If Sells starts, what? It's a Solanke-less Bournemouth.
What'll they ever do without Dominic Solanke? These are the pick scores for this weekend. Pickford, Onana, Emi Martinez, Allison. Leno looks cheap in terms of where they are. That's so. I don't know why he's that high.
We can't though, can we? Because they got Nacho, basically.
Oh right, good call. Nobody has any idea what's going on with Chelsea, although they're against Man City, so I guess we don't want that.
No. Do we go the opposite end of Brighton and go Pickford?
I mean,
it's not home. I mean,
how much does he? 75. Let's see what happens when we do something like that.
Yeah, let's do that.
We go the other way.
Right.
Let's pay up for goalie. I mean, do we just play Tarkowski too?
Yeah, we're gonna have to because we're not gonna have much left over for that extra player. Although it will be if we go Tarkowski, sorry, new season. Yeah, we've got like $30 left for
this is
an old. Yeah, the split's not that crazy, is it?
It's not crazy. So what do we got? $20 for a new one. $4.
Oh my God.
Look at that split.
That's insane. New season, baby. Garnacho didn't start last game and was not with United for the whole preseason. He could also go again from the bench, even though he was electric against City. I mean, City was the most recent game, right? So you're only as good as your last game. Let me have a.
What do you think about this Pope Trippier call?
Trippier, does he even start right now? Don't know if he gets in.
I don't know.
Because he's been away as well, hasn't he? Like a lot of those England guys are going to be.
Yeah. Well, Garnacho was away too, right?
Garnacho's 80% on prediction websites. I'm quite happy to go Garnacho, to be honest.
So we have $13 left.
Is that where it is? What's Callum Hudson-Odoi? Old season. And I don't mind going to the midfielder card if we have to. I'd be willing.
I had no idea he had midfielder cards. It's like $12.
It's $12.
Let's see. It is the midfielder card, which it doesn't matter.
I'm happy for that. Yeah. 199, baby.
We're averaging 200.
I don't. Part of me feels like that is a better lineup, led. Taking in consideration, like all at home, we only need, we're only relying on one defender. Okay, you're gonna need, Cho to get a decisive basically for this to work. So like Van Hekken doesn't need a decisive; he just needs the clean sheet. So it's like, okay, well, which one's more probable there? Garnacho definitely. Well, I say he doesn't need a decisive, but he does if we want to win.
Well, I was gonna say, we definitely
win.
A Forest attacking stack feels like a classic 86.92 points away from minimum reward.
But they play Bournemouth at home. There's goals in that game, I think. I really do.
There should be. Wait.
Daniel's go on.
Is that who? Oh, yeah.
That's what they got.
Yep.
Daniel says most expensive player being a goalkeeper is madness, though. Well, it is, but he's in season, so we can't really like. He'd be the most expensive even if he was out of season, actually. So, like
it feels like Pickford is I guess he is literally the top pick scorer. I was gonna say he feels like one that you would get if you were doing this all season. And
yeah.
Ben, not to be confused with M Pen. I think it was the Cho. Yeah, Hudson-Odoi classic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, I'm not mad at Pickford being the most expensive card. Like, I'm not worried about that, really, because that is just a normality, really, isn't it? If we're being honest, most of the time when you're building lineups or buying lineups, the goalie is the stumbling block.
Yeah, I'm starting to think about like what Mben is saying here. If we got a cheaper goalie, we could get somebody much better than Gibbs White. Although I guess
for this weekend, I don't think there's many that better than Gibbs White. If we're talking like what the price changes to, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know what Kudus is. Okay, so Kudus is like semi-comparable-ish.
Man, this is...
they're good options. They are. They're good options. And then, to make it much better, you got to look at the two Brunos. You're looking at Odegaard, Saka, Rice, and De Bruyne. Like, what else are you really playing over Gibbs White? I maybe Maddison, who's not there right now.
I think Kudus is the one that you play.
Kudus is nice. Yeah, he is.
Although,
I agree.
Hold on,
he won't. Decent, man. Like,
yeah, he's 57 new season.
Okay,
which would put us way over.
Yeah,
we'd have to just get rid of Pickford. Yeah,
but can we do something funky where like we have Cho's in season and then like someone else's old, like Tarkovsky's classic or something like that? I don't know whether we'll actually end up making it back, but maybe not.
Yeah, the difference 35. Between,
and because it's a forward, it's going to be more expensive than.
But what did we say?
I said Tarkovsky classic, but then it's only going to be a $16 difference between that. I don't think that makes it up, does it?
No. And did the Garnacho?
I didn't think there was much of a difference between Garnacho.
I didn't think so either. 31.
Okay.
32, let's call it.
Yeah.
This doesn't change anything, though.
Right.
Like, this doesn't get us. It just literally just moves the...
Just moves, whatever around. Yeah, so we are back to Pickford being the stumbling block, but then it's like, well, for this weekend, there's actually not a bad goalie. Like, there's not. If we're just looking at the raw data, I mean...
The pick scorer, yeah, he's the top. Where is... Yeah, Alex and a few other people are talking about Paqueta.
Do we know, is he like alive? Is he in JLFC? Like,
yeah, I don't know where he is. Paqueta and Bowen. You could do Paqueta, Bowen, and Kudus. Who do they play? I don't even know who they play.
That feels fun. It's Villa, though. Like, do we think West Ham steamroll Villa? Like, I think Forest have a better chance of steamrolling Bournemouth, honestly.
I don't think you're wrong about that.
I think that's a fair take. Like, Villa are a good side. Like,
Yeah,
they're not going to concede. You know, they'll very rarely concede 3 goals, and it's probably not against West Ham.
Right, at home, or I guess West Ham. Oh no, West Ham are at home. Excuse me.
Yeah, West Ham at home, but like Lopetegui would be good. Yeah, he probably will be, but is that gonna come through in the first game? I don't know. Bowen had a big Euros and whatever, and well, you know, didn't play much, but he was there, and I don't know.
So a lot of talk of
go on,
of Newcastle, Nick Pope.
Yeah, what's Pope's price then? Have we neglected that? Thing is, not many teams in the Prem do clean sheets. That's like the weird scenario in the Prem. Like Alex says, Villa don't do clean sheets. I don't think anyone does clean sheets, really. Not even City do that many clean sheets. Arsenal are probably the outlier.
Pope's basically the same price as Pickford.
So, like, what are we... And who are Newcastle playing, sorry? At home to...
Southampton. It's a much better matchup.
It is a better matchup, yeah. If we're talking this weekend, that is a better matchup, I agree. The defender to go with it, though, is it Trippier? Let's have a look. I'm just having a look now. He's not even down to start, so the Trippier shout's bogus.
It's tough to go with.
It's either Lewis Hall or Livramento, basically. Like, you want a fullback that could just peak, I think, in that game. Because the chances are they could score 4 or 5 on a good sort of example.
Wow, look at this. Way to go, Hunter 19, doing their part.
Wow.
57.
Hall or Burn. Yeah, I'm not going Burn. It's got to be Hall. If we're doing anything. And then, yeah, I don't mind Livramento as well. That works.
He's definitely going to start?
Yeah. Well, he's 80% on.
What are we doing here, guys? Who the hell do we think is going to start here? Shar, Burn. Oh, Trippier.
Yeah. Well, he might.
Let's do Hall for now.
Yeah, I think that's a safer option.
Did I pull him up? Let's call it $30. We're halfway there. And Livramento was it? What?
Bit less, wasn't he? Or a bit more.
20.
Yeah.
All right. That doesn't actually save us that much.
No. So 105 for the defensive stack, basically.
Yep. Which doesn't leave us much.
Doesn't leave us with much, does it? What about the...
Let's go back.
I'm still drawn back to like Gibbs White and stuff. I am. Just for the fixture this weekend / price. What about if we do Callum Hudson-Odoi's in-season card, Gibbs White's in-season card, and then whatever that leaves us over then for Classic? I know you're against the Forest stuff, but it rubs you up the wrong way, I can tell.
Which is funny because I came into the show being like, yeah, we need Matt Sells.
What's that leave us with? Like 20, yeah. It's doable. There's got to be a nice little classic $20 card for us somewhere, mid or forward. I mean, Alanga kind of makes sense in a weird world if we're going all out Forest.
Kai Havertz?
I'm not mad about that.
I'm just kidding.
I mean,
we haven't touched Brentford. Burmo?
I mean, he's fine. He is decent. Like, he can peak. I'm not going to dispute that. I'm not. Paqueta for 8. What's Kudus's old season? Or was that too much for us?
32.
Oh, that would have been nice. That would have been quite tasty. Are you thinking Livramento?
Well, yeah, I mean, it just gets us closer, but it doesn't get us
gets
there.
us closer. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, Nana for Villa. No, I'm not in love with that. Bowen? What does Bowen get? Sorry, Led.
Ooh.
It's got to be close. What? Do you not have any limited?
Surely.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, I don't know why that.
16. Oh, we can do it. I think we've got it. Okay, so let me flip it again. We don't need Callum Hudson-Odoi's in-season forward card at this point. We could go Bowen.
Oh, I see what you're doing here.
We could go Bowen, and then we could go. Oh, what's that? 39. We can't get Kudus, can we? No. Oh, we could get Paqueta.
Kudus.
Oh, that's so annoying. What about Bowen in season?
I was just about to say.
If not, we have to settle with Pac-Man.
He's 50. Yeah.
Oh,
this
the
run.
difference on his is
God.
wild. 3x. Okay, so we have to keep classic Bowen. What about Paqueta in season? I think it'll come in quite close.
37.
Yeah, on the dot, isn't it? Now that's not a bad team. I'll be honest. I'm quite in love with that one.
Are we not just back to the whole like expecting a lot out of West Ham against Villa?
Yeah, but what do we need? We need Bowen to get a decisive, and Paqueta could do 30, 35 AA without getting a decisive. Does that win us anything?
That's what we need some decisives.
I think he can. Yeah, of course he can. Like, there's probably 2 goals in that West Ham game for them. They might concede a couple, but whatever. You know, if there's going to be 2 goals in that West Ham game, chances are Paqueta and Bowen are involved in one of them. I'd like to think out of 4 decisives, if we're saying there's an assist in both, I fancy our chances there. If Forest score a goal at least, if not 2, against that Bournemouth side, Gibbs White's involved in at least 1 for me. On looking at this glass half full.
It was a great line. Daniel Cooper, Paqueta, and Tony to get the odds.
That's amazing. Lewis Hall could score 100. Anyone could score 100, but he could actually get 100. If we're saying Newcastle romp Southampton and they win 4-5-0, 4-5-1, and he gets an assist, which is very, very doable at that left back position. Pope gets us the clean sheet. We have to see what all these score, by the way. Well, you're going to buy one, I think.
So, does it not make sense to get somebody else from Newcastle, though, if we're playing Hall, expecting an assist? Or we're just totally priced out? I think we're priced out.
We're priced out of Isak, aren't we? That's the one. Isak and obviously Gordon. But again, we are back to the whole, the goalie is the most expensive. But I think that's fine. Like, I don't think that's actually that much of an issue.
I'd like to do one more because I think, where was this? Daniel Cooper. With only $200, we should really be getting a cheap goalkeeper and rolling a dice on a high save clean sheet. And I think that's worth.
We did that with Steele, though, really, didn't we?
That's true. I'm not sure we were expecting a lot of saves from Steele. I think we just saw the price and we were like, oh, let's do that.
No, but
like, you think Everton are going to put a ton of shots on target?
Well, I think they'll have a lot of set pieces, and they're dangerous from those type of situations. McNeil's delivery, like, they will have chances to score goals. I don't think Everton are just going to shut up shop and go, let's just play for a 0-0 first game of the season. Like, no one's happy with that. They're going to go for it, and they've got players who can get shots on target. Like, it's not. I know the downside of that is obviously they score, but I don't think it's that much of a stretch, really.
So let's do one prayer team. We'll focus, like, Emmy's too expensive. We have Steele. So, like, Henderson, Neto, Flecken maybe.
Leno, maybe.
That Muric one is so tempting.
I know. I'd love to do a Muric one.
Like, at home.
Like, they're going to get peppered. They're going to get absolutely peppered with shots.
Right.
And it's just, well, can they keep him out for X amount of time?
Let's see what we can do here.
Something weird's going to happen this first game week. Let me just put that out there. There's going to be a weird result, and we just need to be the beneficiary of that in the form of Ipswich not conceding against Liverpool.
I don't even want to stack here.
No, I'm not. No, yeah, we're definitely not stacking. No chance.
Naked Muric.
Yeah.
Let's see what defenders we can get.
What punchy defender could we get? It can't be Trent. Can't be Robbo. Like, that's the thing. The Prem defenders just suck. What about, I know this is a weird little left field shout, but Zinchenko could be really weirdly good this weekend at home against Wolves. Apparently, Calafiori's not ready. Timber's a bit iffy. They reckon he's going to start. Like, I'm just looking at who's passed. I mean, Lisandro Martinez might be quite fun. We need somebody that's going to pass their way to 40 AA.
Right.
Pick your poison, basically. I don't mind the Lisandro shout, though.
34.
What, in season? Okay, that kind of works. Yeah, Zinchenko's been good in preseason, and Ben says. I like the Zinni shout. It's cheap as well.
17.
We only need him to get us a result this weekend, and we can ship him if we have to.
Let's see what where this
now we're talking. Now we're talking.
I think the new season is. Oh man, we don't even have one.
Really?
I mean, I forgot about that. The auctions, so many auctions. Instant buy 159, excuse me. Let's say it's 140 is the killer.
Yeah, it's too much.
Oh yeah, classic Odegaard. Good call, Toby. Still 80.
Jesus, yeah, but just kind of priced out of an Odegaard, I think, really, aren't we? Well, maybe not.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Saka's 88.
I'd actually prefer Saka if we could. Like, I think that's 100 there, quite capable. Captain choice is just completely locked in. What are we at the 60, 140 something, 130? Yeah. Wow, we're leaving it tight, aren't we, really? Because we still need 2 in-season cards. Okay.
I don't think we're finding an in-season forward for 15.
What about Chris Wood? Lads, it's desperation here. Like, we can't laugh at any shouts. Come on. That's killed me. That team has 500 written all over it.
We need to have 1,500 written all over it. That.
What's a Langa before we settle on Wood? I like it. I think it's a good lineup.
$12 for a new season.
Ooh. I can kind of get behind that.
I'm more behind that than Chris Wood.
But yeah, I'm just trying to think. Would Wood take pens is my issue. Or would it be Gibbs White?
I think you could make the argument that Elanga is probably the most likely to draw it.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I'm not against that at all. I like this lineup played the last one. It's just got that X factor. This is actually. I think it has the X factor.
This is the dumbest lineup I've ever seen. I might have to play it.
Is it though? Saka classic as fun. Muric is potentially not fun, but also like such a high ceiling in a weird way. Zinchenko, I think, could be amazing for this weekend.
Sorry,
back to Forest.
It's coming from Daniel. Wood would take the pens, get 65, and help us finish 820.
I can't argue with him. The people think that the Pope one's better.
Just get sells and upgrade Alonga. Muric is either scoring 83 or 7. I mean, that's sort of the point, right? Like,
that's what we need. We need boom or bust, really.
Toby's got it here. Muric, 9 diving saves and 2 smothers. Zinchenko, 40 A. Saka, 100. Alonga draws the pen. And Gibbs White, 50 AA.
I think Gibbs White assist / 25 AA is what's a tiny bit more probable. But I'd take the 50 AA all day long. I think the rest, I think it makes sense. And then you look at those 4 and you go, okay, what lineup looks the most probable to do what we want it to do?
Muric, 9 diving saves and 6 goals conceded. Is there a play here where we get a much cheaper classic card than Saka? Like Madison, wasn't he like 40?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that moves us pretty considerably.
We're back to Solanke if you're doing that. As in, like, we could go. Who's the classic
doing that,
season?
But like,
okay, so you're not doing Solanke. Okay.
But like,
because if we're going Madison, well, what's Son? No, we probably can't afford Son, can we?
Somebody said Son was 70, but I assume that's
old season, yeah.
77, 117 floor. What is this? 160 somebody paid.
Jesus.
I'm amazed at how many people buy limited cards with no thought on price. They're just like, yep, I'm buying that one.
Yeah, it is fascinating.
But anyway, at Leicester, maybe I don't know if I want to buy into that one.
You don't like it?
But like, let's see, Saka, it's 85. Is that what I wrote? There we go. Saving us even more. Unless it's not correct. Hold on. I will say that I assume nobody's dumb enough to play the Saka midfield card in this competition.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh,
Part of me thinks, like in a weird world, like Saka's subject to getting not loads, but a lot of tackles.
274.
That's bonkers. That's like 4x. Which is, to be fair, it is a forward card, but the separation's insane.
Yeah, I get the position thing I keep forgetting about. That's just it's shocking to see, though.
I know. It's a lot. It's literally our whole lineup difference, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Bruno is 79. Both Brunos are actually much cheaper than Saka.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't mind Bruno. Well, I don't know. They're both good though. Both Brunos have a are in the shout of in contention. Sorry, of being the Bruno. Like I can't really pick them this weekend. Okay, one Bruno has pens, fair, and sets. It's obviously a big difference, but one's playing Southampton and one's playing Fulham.
Do you force in Garnacho if you play
Bruno? The one Bruno. Yeah, probably, if we could.
I think Jonathan just showed up. It's tough. Daniel is asking about Cole Palmer. I want no part of Chelsea this weekend.
Yeah, you're not touching them.
Toby said sells Zinchenko. Let's call it Saka, Gibbs White, and Burmo. Buemo, for those of you who don't know how to say his name. This is absurd.
Solanke's
isn't he not even playing them? Yeah, he's not playing Muric.
Jonathan, I don't know where your head's at right now, but
yeah,
it's not in the game. I can tell you that for free.
The problem is that even if we cut Saka's price in half,
yeah,
like I don't think for an in-season, like we're not getting a great in-season forward, right?
Mm-hmm. That's the blocker, isn't it? It's the cheap in-season forward,
right?
That's the restrictor. I know Bowen's in season wasn't cheap compared to his classic, but it was like 45, right? Could we do something with like Bowen in season, Kudus, because we haven't put Kudus in a team yet, and I think he kind of deserves to be in something. So Bowen in season was like 40, maybe 50.
50.
Yeah, 50. We need classic Kudus instead of Saka, which is what?
This is kind of back to like not 32. Thinking that Villa gets steamrolled though.
Kind of, but yeah, it is for sure. We sack Muric off.
Yeah.
And we go.
Oh, wait here. We can get about $60 for a goalkeeper. Leno's 61.
Leno's a risk, but 61. Okay, so that's a nice price point.
Size. Oh, no, we don't want him this week. Pickford was 76.
What's your guy, Henderson? Probably a bit more, right? Oh.
74 is the instant buy. So it's about 70 if we can get this auction.
Yeah.
No, that's
209.
Did we make one with cells?
I don't think we have, no.
We didn't even make one.
Let's just put cells in. Come on. I know you've been dying to.
Dying to is a little dramatic.
I don't know.
25, let's call it.
There's room. So what we improve? I don't think Zinchenko needs improving. I think Gibbs White, if anything, needs improving, right?
You think Gibbs White? Like, I'm actually wondering if these guys should be replaced.
Right. Okay. Fair. What does that leave us with? Like $120, doesn't it? Basically.
Yeah. 118 for 2 cards.
Could we? Yeah, and one needs to be in season.
Yep.
What would? We're not going to get Madison Son in. That's just not going to happen. We're going to have to. What about?
Wait a minute.
Can't do Bruno Isak?
Oh, Isak was 100, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it?
90-ish.
Okay.
Maybe.
And what's Bruno Classic? We're close here.
50?
Nah, we're like 20 off, aren't we, I think?
Wait a minute. Gordon Classic.
Yeah. Is that right? Yeah, floor price. Okay.
No, 105. Sells Zinchenko, Gordon Classic, Gibbs White.
Can we get somebody cheaper than Gibbs White?
Love this shout.
Fucking Neil.
Can we do somebody? What'd you say? Better than Gibbs White or cheaper?
Yeah, cheaper for we need an in-season midfielder enabler basically to get Isak in, right? To go with Gordon, or we could somehow get Bruno in, maybe. Paqueta in season. It's cheaper. I don't know by how much.
37. It doesn't get us there.
Yeah, that doesn't really
$75
move the needle, does it? It's close.
We're getting there.
Gibbs White, Cho, Saka Classic is what Daniel Cooper says. I feel like
isn't that what we had up here?
It's kind of what we got.
Almost.
Yeah.
We went Elanga instead of Hudson-Odoi.
Right. We're close to something here. We are.
Yeah. Oh, do we want to?
What's Madison? We could get Madison in season.
No.
Well, gotta be close.
For 75? I bet he's he's
Bruno's too expensive, isn't it?
both of them.
I think. Yeah.
He's more than Madison.
Caduce. I don't mind it. Oh, what? No, it'd have to be Caduce in season, right?
Yeah.
He's only 56 in season.
Isn't that what I said?
Oh, yeah, it is. Jesus.
Although, hold on. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Can you change Gordon to Isak?
Maybe. No.
Would we even want to do
that?
51?
Yeah, we can. Let's do that because we don't know if Gordon's going to start. So yeah, we do probably want to do that, honestly. That's a great shout.
But we can keep going.
We can.
Like, what's Son? Or do you like
I like Isak at home. I do. But what is Son?
Son is 75, right? 25 more. No, that's too much. Yeah, there's Isak.
Someone said, let's go bolts, that Gordon only played 45 minutes in preseason, so.
Now we can afford Murich's 7.
That's amazing.
We can make Paqueta better.
Yeah.
Slightly. Let's see if we went Caduce. We have $51 for a new season card. Maybe we can't get much better, actually.
Yeah, probably not. I think this is looking like our best lineup if we think Sells does okay, and we're asking for an Arsenal, smash. We're asking for West Ham. We're asking for That's the thing. We're very spread out at this point, right? We're back to we're not stacking, which there's an argument for this to work, and I'm not completely against it, but we are asking for a lot of these home things to just happen as they kind of should, but.
Patago says, love the exercise, but having no collection bonus and limited is going to hurt. I don't think so. I think you just need the highest scoring guys.
Yeah. I think you can get away with it. I do. One off game week. Harvey Barnes. Don't know if Harvey starts this weekend. Let's have a look.
Let's get these together. Let's see.
No, Harvey Barnes isn't down. Jacob Murphy is down to start.
Oh, Murphy.
Joe Linton. But
we still have 51 left on this one. I don't know if any of these are good, Harry. This might be too hard.
Yeah, are they meant to be good though? That's $200.
That's a good point.
Like, are they designed to be good? No, but can they be good?
Yeah, can they? That's all we need. I think
there's an argument to say they can. Like, one of those 5 teams is going to score above. I know, like, what wins it genuinely now? Like, what do we think? 450, or is that just too low?
I don't think it's that high even.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, for a single comp, I don't think 450 seems really high to me.
50% collect. I mean, is it that high though? If your captain scores 100, you're at 150 minimum before collection bonus. You only need the other 4 to score an average of 75, which if someone gets a clean sheet, there's 70 across the board for 3 of them. Like I
was saying, like All-Star was 497.
Okay.
This past weekend, and
yeah,
just Prem.
But there is some decent fixtures though, like Arsenal, and yeah, maybe 450 is a stretch. 420 maybe, 425.
Wait, sorry, it was in season, yeah. Maybe I don't know. I just feel like the Prem's not that high scoring.
It's not. It's
Like
not.
fantasy
But
point wise.
no, it's not. You're right. But there is a
I
few
would
good
be
players.
over 450 to win easy. First will be over 500 with those great fixtures from the big teams.
See, people seem to be really high on it being a massive scoring game week. I mean, it could though, like Arsenal at home, Newcastle at home, United at home, but without even mentioning Liverpool away, Tottenham away. Like there is potential of so many 80 pluses there.
Maybe.
There is that. There is, and it's just like, yeah, can they get them in the same lineup? 450. I don't know.
First game of the season after a busy summer.
There's something's going to mess up, but like I definitely think there's going to be a little hiccup somewhere here. I don't know where exactly. Maybe United, maybe Tottenham, but
yeah,
like I can't see how Arsenal don't just steamroll Wolves. Like,
yeah, I can see that.
yeah, that's the problem. Right there, Arsenal stacks to go off. Yeah, that's what we're basically hoping. Sorry, Zinchenko's the highest scoring Arsenal player effectively. We have him in one of those teams, maybe, and based on
Peter said based on the end of last year and the end of season would have higher scores that averaged in the high 400s. All right.
Yeah, I can see it. We're going to need 100 from our captain, I think, regardless. Around that anyway, 80, 85 plus minimum. You know, who delivers that? You've got Saka in there somewhere. We've got how many 100 capable cards are realistically in some of those lineups? Like, is there a lineup there with two cards that are like legit 100 capable? Maybe the Muric one, like it could be Zinchenko 100, Saka 100. Like that could happen. Like
I was looking at this one here.
The Bruno one. Yeah, that is close to happening as well. I think Bruno G, Isak 80s, 90s.
This is hard.
Yeah, it's not easy. Like then you look at those four and you go, okay, well, which one do you pick? Like, yeah, it's not like even if I had $200 now to just slap down on one of these teams, which one am I actually picking? It all depends on, like we said earlier, is it a lineup we're building or are we building like a mini Premier League gallery to roll over?
Yeah.
If it's mini Premier League gallery to roll over, I'm probably not buying that Moorish one. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm doing that.
Or Steele.
Or the Steele. So I'm left with Pickford and Pope. And then I go, well, they're both quite Forest heavy. One's more West Ham heavy. I think I'm actually going for the Pope one. If you gave me $200 now and just gave me those 5 cards, I think I'm going with bottom left.
Mm-hmm.
Pope, Hall, Gibbs, White, Bowen, Paqueta. Yeah, I am. If you're asking me to keep that lineup for the rest of the season.
Would you rather Paqueta over Kudus?
No, I'd rather Kudus.
Because he fits in. He's only 30.
Does he?
He's 30.
Yeah, but we need in season though, won't we?
Oh, you're right. My fault. Yep. Never mind.
Yeah, that's the killer there, isn't it?
Yep.
But if you're talking one-off game weeks,
I think what's going to happen is a 5-player like team stack is going to win, and everyone's like, "See, that's how you win," not realizing that a combination of 5 different ones would have outscored it. They just didn't. Nobody put that combination together.
Yeah, it's harder to do.
Right.
It is just tougher to do. It's not impossible.
Like every week, literally every week in every competition, a random collection of 5 there will be 5 players who outscore a single stack.
Yeah, 100%.
You just have to put them together.
100%. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I think they all have their perks, each lineup. If we're talking, one-off game week, I'm inclined to say top left. I'm going on the Brighton clean sheet and Newcastle to smash. Bruno G as captain, and then I sell it
immediately.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
but
the
to be fair,
cheapest.
go on.
The cheapest we can do. Elonga the forward. We need a midfielder. We have a cheap midfielder. Gibbs White, I guess, is the cheapest we did.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Paqueta, who was somehow cheaper.
Paqueta Gibbs White. That's under $100. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, it's close. 120. Not bad. $120 for that.
There's your 100.
There's your $100 lineup for the weekend. Brighton defensive stack. Elanga, Paqueta, Zinchenko. It's not about $100 lineup. It's not amazing. And the issue is it runs out of steam after like 2 weeks because Steele's dead. But yeah, one of those can be classic as well. Or is Elanga classic?
No.
Oh wow, they're all in season.
I'm pretty sure.
He's that cheap, is
Yeah.
he? Wow. What about get Sells in there instead?
We don't even need a new Sells.
We don't know. That's a very good point.
It's even cheaper. We probably don't want Dunk. Like the reason.
Yeah, probably not. Well, we could go Zinchenko at the back and then extra player, somebody else.
True. Yeah, this is getting nice and stupid now. Here we go.
Yeah. Sells could also
it's a good point here. Sells could also be dead after 2 weeks.
I won't deny that, yeah. I will not deny that. There's a 6'8" Brazilian waiting in the wings. I will not deny that for a second. Yeah, and then what's that? $18. We could go Bowen.
I was just about to say that. Bowen Classic.
Yeah. Bowen Classic, double forward. We could go Gibbs White if we really wanted to instead of Paqueta. No? $3. It'd be 101.
Yeah, it's over.
Well, depends if you get a deal or not. Depends who you know, Led.
That's
I don't
really.
mind that.
Oh wait.
Sells is classic, isn't he? Yeah,
my fault.
Yeah.
Good catch. We'd have to go back to Steele.
Right. Yeah.
It's still slightly over, but do you feel like the ones that are 200 are like vastly better than the 100? I guess the difference is you have a smasher. Like you have Bruno or Isak or Saka.
And in 3 out of the 4 lineups above have like legit number 1 keepers.
Right.
So, longevity wise, they are probably $100 better.
Yeah, like you don't have a real attractive captain here.
No. Gibbs White's relatively attractive, I would say. In this fixture, maybe not every game, but honestly,
that's fair.
He's really underrated, I think, as an SO5 player. Just because he plays for Forest, but we're not shopping in the upper echelons of cards here. That's the issue. So you're always going to be up against it, right? Like, but a team like this is going to do well. Like you said, like you combine 5 cards, they will do really, really well at some point. Is that going to happen this weekend? We don't know, but I like it. I think, I don't even mind the $100 lineup, to be honest. If Sells can keep his spot, like rolling that over, in D4 and D5, I don't know, maybe even D3 or whatever, even D1 if you've got an entry, like all those fixtures for that bottom right, the $110 one, are good. Like this weekend, they're good. Do they get much better? Yeah, you could argue West Ham maybe get a better home fixture than Villa at home, but like Forest at home to Bournemouth, and then
this prize pool
I don't know.
so top heavy, like
Jeez.
1,500 to first and 100 to eighth.
And I bet you the scores won't even be that crazy different, will
No.
they? They won't be crazy different at all. Yeah. It's a lot of money, man. $1,500. Like, you can 15x basically, you know, with the $100 lineup that we just made in one game week. Like, you can't do that at Rare. Like, it's just not possible.
You have to win D5 to get most of your money back on the $100 lineup. 200 in D4, 300 in D3, 700 in D2. This is first place prizes.
Yeah.
82 participants, Harry.
I know, it feels low, doesn't it? What day are we?
80 people win money.
So if we do the $100 one in there, you get, you know, in your top 80, you get back 15% game week 1 in cash. Never mind what's in the box. D1 boxes
are good. Of course, we're doing this Tuesday afternoon. Like, if, the fact that there are 82 people already
right,
in there.
Yeah. But like, there's half already of Division 2. So you could argue, you know, wherever D2 ends up as, D1's going to probably be half, roughly. So it's like, what does it end up at? 400, or is that too low?
I can't remember how many were at by the end of the season.
Because you got to think. Well, I guess you could.
I guess it's less. It'll be less.
Peter could work this out, I think, because there's only so many cards that have been sold, right? Like,
right. Well,
and I know one classic.
There have been a lot sold.
There has, but like, you have to divide that by like a good amount, because there's 5 divisions, and then
yeah, that's fair. But like, there are 110 Pickfords already.
Yeah. So how many goalkeepers? If there's 20 keepers, what's that? 10. There's like 2,000 keepers, basically, right?
Yeah.
Never mind classic. So
divide
that into the 5 lineups. Yeah, I don't know. I think around 500. I reckon in D1.
In D1.
Yeah, because that's a what 80 get prizes.
Yeah. 17%.
Not a bad ratio, is it?
Yeah. And half get boxes.
Half get boxes. So 250 get boxes.
I don't know. It's tempting.
Yeah.
I got nothing else. I don't know how to make it any better. $200 is pretty tight. Not gonna lie.
It is tight.
Good thing we only have to buy the cards once, Harry, and we get to play all season long.
Forever. And even after that, into Classic.
We're so much easier to win. Anyway, all right. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Really appreciate everybody in the live chat throwing out some names for us and prices. I don't know if this was helpful at all, but it was kind of fun seeing where everybody fits in. If anybody wants to run one of these lineups, I'm happy to have you on a show and talk about it when you finish 975th. But hopefully that's a box too. So yeah, thank you to everybody for coming. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny. Don't forget to go over to the Harry Trades YouTube channel. Tens of thousands of people subscribed over there. And if you're not one of them, you should just
technically,
yeah. Anyway, thank you to everybody, and good luck with all your Prem lineups.